digital lectures. Yes, I'm Farha Sufyan, your mathematics teacher. I warmly welcome you all on the platform of digital academics provided by Moonlight International Publishers. Today my topic is compare unlike fractions. Well, my dear students, we have already done comparison of like fractions before in our previous lectures of the previous class. If you are going to remember that, then fine. If you don't remember that, then don't worry. We are going to recall it as well a bit. So, for comparing unlike fractions, you need to remember one thing. For comparing unlike fractions, we convert these fractions into equivalent fractions with the same denominator. So, यहाँ पर आपका मेन पॉइंट है क्या इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शंस और सेम डिनोमिनेटर. सेम डिनोमिनेटर से ये पता चल रहा है कि हम उसको कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं लाइक फ्रैक्शंस में, और इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन से ये पता चल रहा है कि व्हाट अबाउट द इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन. अगर आपने याद किया हो या आपको याद हो, सो वी आर गोइंग टू रिकॉल इट एज वेल. डोंट वरी. Equivalent fractions are fractions that represent the same value even though they look different. For example, the shapes, you can check the shapes, the figures 1 by 2. This is the same example as we have done in just before. Just taken the half of the example of a fraction example. So 1 by 2, this is the figure, half is shaded and half is not shaded. So this is showing that the total is 2. The total parts are 2. So this is one part is colored, so 1 by 2. Now 2 by 4 you can check, and 4 by 8. These are the examples of equivalent fractions. How you can check the colored area? The colored areas you can check that is same. How comes? You can get these equivalent fractions like 1 by 2. I will take the same. Then I am going to multiply the number 1 by 2. This is the fraction by the number 2. Okay? In the numerator as well as denominator. For example, if you are dividing, then we are going to divide numerator and denominator both with the same number. And if we are going to multiply it, then we are going to multiply the number with, yes, numerator and denominator both. So here it goes 1 multiplied by 2 and 2 multiplied by 2 will give you 2 by 4, like this. Now this one 4 by 8. This 4 by 8 means that we are going to multiply the number that is the fraction 1 by 2 with 4. You can check 1 multiplied by 4 is 4 and 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So this is an example of equivalent fraction. If you remember that for comparing like fractions, we just compare the numerators. Okay? Now here we are going to convert the fractions into like fractions. For comparing unlike fractions, you can check the example. This is the example. The statement of the example is compare these fractions using symbol less than, greater and equals to symbol. Okay, now what to do? You can check the fractions. This is the fraction 5 by 8 and then 7 by 12. Now what to do? We are just going to put the symbol over here. How to do? First, you are going to take the first fraction, which is 5 by 8. And then we are going to just take the second fraction. So first fraction is 5 by 8. First converting it into equivalent fractions, so that do remember that we must have denominator same. For that sake, because we want a like fraction, for that sake we must have equivalent fractions, so that the denominator of both these fractions must be same. So what to do? I just recall my table. 8th time table. In 8th time table, there is a number which is also there in 12th time table. What is that number? The number is 24. What? 8 3s are 24 and 12 2s are 24. So what to do? We are going to multiply the number that is, yes, this fraction that is 5 by 8 by the number 3. So, multiply the numerator and denominator by the number 3. What to do now? This is 5 into 3, 8 into 3. The answer is, or the fraction is 15 by 24. Okay, because 5 3s are 15 and 8 3s are 24. This is what we want actually. This 24 we want in the next other fraction as well. So, the next fraction is 7 by 12. So what to do? I told you that is we are going to multiply the number 12 by 2 so that we are going to get 24. So we are going to multiply numerator and denominator both by the same number. So 7 multiplied by 2 is, yes, that is 14, and 12 multiplied by 2, that is 24. So means now we have like fractions. Okay, you can check. We are going to write these fractions instead of 5 by 8 and 7 by 12. As you know that 15 is greater than 14, because now we have like fractions, so we can just check the numerators now and we can just compare them. Okay, now the first number is 15 and the second number is 14, and we know that 15 is greater than 14. Means that I can just write it down as 15 by 24 is also greater than 14 by 24. Instead of writing this, because this is equivalent fraction, in equivalent fraction means all are equal. Okay, so means that if they are equal, then instead of this 15 by 24, I can just write down the question, which is 5 by 8, and then symbol will be same, that is greater than, I can say that 5 by 8 is greater than 7 by 12, or I can write this down. Yeah, I can write down the symbol, greater than symbol, that is this one. Yes, this symbol over here. I hope the whole comparison, like and unlike fractions, is clear to you guys. We'll get back to you with more interesting concepts of mathematics. Till then, you need to take care of yourself as well as your family. Allah Hafiz.